Hi guys, it's Heather, the middle-aged Maven. And this is my husband, Kendal. Great guy, loving husband, doting father, hilarious, funny, easy on the eyes. He is amazing. There's just one problem. He won't shut up about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So I decided to sit down and ask him, what the is Bitcoin? Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. I would like to ask you some questions.
Go ahead.
Okay. What the is Bitcoin?
It's a cryptocurrency.
What the
It's the oldest
What's
cryptocurrency.
Okay, it's the oldest cryptocurrency. What is a cryptocurrency?
It's a form of, it's a contract on a blockchain that you can, it's worldwide, decentralized form of money, form of contract, form of services. It can be many things. It is whatever the cryptocurrency is made to do.
Oh, cool. Okay, so there's a lot of different kinds.
A lot of the altcoins, a lot of them are made to do many different things.
And like how many do you think, like most of us have heard of Bitcoin now, and maybe some of us have heard of some of the other ones, but Bitcoin is the oldest and the biggest, right?
It's the oldest and the biggest in value, many times more value than Ethereum.
So how many of them are there right now?
I think there's over 1,500 now.
Okay, so there's a lot.
A lot of ICOs getting ready to come out.
What's an ICO?
Initial coin offering.
Okay.
And you can get on those, but not on
So initial coin offering means that there's only so many made. A finite amount. Is that correct? Is that what that means?
No, initial coin offering is a brand new one that's getting ready to come out and somebody's building it and they want to get money up front for so many coins to finish their project.
So some of them don't make it.
Some don't make it. Some aren't going to make it.
But you can invest in ICOs.
You can invest in ICOs, and there's a few offhand that I can think of. Cordano, if you'd got in on that one, it would have been huge.
Right. But then when they transition into an actual currency,
that's when they list them on exchanges.
Okay.
And sometimes they're just a money grab. I've seen some where all the people that invest their money, it starts out up here and they sell, get their initial money out. Maybe they're buying at the bottom. I mean, I don't know what, but some of them.
Okay, so this is confusing me. But whatever. I mean, I guess I understand a little bit what you're saying. But so I'm trying to make it so that anybody can do it. You have a little bit of a financial background from your college. A little bit of when he went into
ag business. I have my commodity
agricultural business, but at least you understand these things. I don't know anything about this stuff, so it's a little Greek to me. So my understanding is that so you can invest in ICO, but you can also invest in the currency.
Right,
and really, it's probably safer to invest in the currency.
Correct, because you don't know what it's going to come out on the ICO unless you see really good people behind it.
Right. Okay, so let's not get too carried away. Can they be stolen?
If they get into your computer and hack your computer, get your passwords.
Like anything else, like a hacker.
Just like anything else.
Okay.
Now, they can't break into the blockchain,
Okay.
and they cannot reproduce the blockchain either. So there's no
so
way to counterfeit.
Okay.
But like anything, if they get all your passwords and your two-factor identification or your cell phone, you're in big trouble.
Okay. Sorry, here you just get a little quick. So why are so many people telling people not to do it? Like the mainstream banker.
I think the bankers, the big banks, I think, see it as a competition and a threat to their way of life. A lot of these are, I'm trying to think of, I'm not going to go off into the altcoins, but there are some altcoins that know that there's a large population in the world that don't have a banking system.
Okay.
And they're trying to get that to them, like many countries. Venezuela, their money has went down in value so much that those people, cryptocurrencies are a valid way to store their money.
Okay.
Not only is it not losing value.
So in the United States, where we live, we are very lucky. Our dollar's pretty strong still, and we can buy pieces of these things. So with very small, very small investment, pocket change. There are people that are scrambling to get. That's a big chunk of money for them. But for us, it's kind of like a fun whimsy stock kind of thing. But for them, it's a real currency that they're actually trying to really use.
Right.
So it's it actually has purposes in other countries. For now, and it may in ours, do you think because of the blockchain technology? That's kind of a big thing, right? That
big thing.
People think that this blockchain technology is going to be very useful for businesses of all kinds and different natures. So you can when I ask like, what can you buy with them? Right now, you and I wouldn't buy a lot with them yet. But
No.
in other countries you can.
In Japan, you can use your Bitcoin outright to buy things, and probably some other cryptocurrencies too. They're kind of on the leading edge of all this because that's where Bitcoin was originated from.
From Japan.
Yeah, I think his name was something
It doesn't matter what his name
Satoshi.
is.
But anyway, but so right now it's really hard because it's the blockchain, Bitcoin. But a lot of them have already come up with debit cards that you can. It's going to be as simple as using your debit card.
Okay.
You'll have your blockchain wallet attached to the debit card. Dash is some of the altcoins are doing it, and you just use it as a debit card, and it's going to be that simple. It's not going to be whether they accept Bitcoin or not. They accept Visa. They're going to accept your debit card, and that's it.
Oh, that's kind of
So
cool.
that's totally different.
Okay.
That's a game changer because before nobody wants. They were saying earlier about the Amazon. Oh, if Amazon accepts Bitcoin, irrelevant because it's going to happen with the card anyway.
So and I should say that Kindle is not. He's like you are one of the most
Didn't you already
technology.
go over this?
In the earlier video, I did. Technology and Kindle are not friendly. Like he just learned how to, in the last 6 months or so, how to attach something to an email. It's true. And his phone is outdated and he doesn't care. And I keep trying to get him to get up on all this other technology and he doesn't care and he doesn't want to. He'd rather, he'd just rather write you a letter. But so I think that's why I wanted to do this. It's endlessly fascinating to me that but he really has taken this and done this on his own. So we'll have a list of websites that where you can access these things, and so you can do some of the research that he did, because there's a lot of information, but a lot of it's so techy that I'm like, I don't understand it. I don't understand financial stuff very much. To be quite honest, I mean, it's not that it's above my head. I'm just kind of boring to me. But 500 times return on an initial investment is not boring to me.
And we've added more because I sold my car.
Which is what we did. That's basically what we've done is 500 times return on investment.
That's where we are with even the added money that we put in later.
Within 6 months.
It's a pretty quick turn.
That is interesting to me.
Yeah.
All the financial stuff, blah, blah, blah. But the other stuff is cool. Finn, don't.
But I really do.
Nope.
Because of the debit card usage, I mean, everybody talks about, this is, but it's not going to matter next year.
Okay, so they can't be stolen. So we talk about
decentralized.
That. So why is it so volatile? Why does it swing so? I mean, I know everything's kind of on an uptick, but it does seem like within minutes it changes.
Well, for example, I think the market cap right now is just over $500 billion, which is nothing when you look at the capitalization of all the stock market.
Okay.
I mean, $500 billion, Bezos is worth $300 billion or something like that. So he almost is worth as much as the whole entire capitalization of all of the altcoins, all of the cryptocurrencies. So, you get some guys out there, they can move markets, and I know there's some pumping and dumping where people are just pumping up a smaller one, and then they get everybody excited, and then they'll get out with a big profit. So I know some of they can move markets when you've got some of the smaller coins that have a total market capitalization of $3 million. $10 million, that's nothing to some of these billionaires. So they can get in and it can be moved. So there's no SEC, there's no regulation.
So it's small enough that an actual large investor can actually sway the market, which is scary for a lot of people. But also, social media is an actual commodity, it seems like. It seems like social media is a source of it actually changes the market. We had, what's the guy that you...
John McAfee.
He was
the McAfee...
tweeted out something.
Computer security.
He'll tweet out a coin of the day, a Digicoin of the day, and within seconds, that coin will jump off the chart.
Today it went up 100%. The one he did, Digibytes, was today... Yesterday was Burst, and they both went up over 100% just on that social media tweet.
So social media, as much as we poo-poo it, or some people poo-poo it, but is an actual real deal, because the more people that know about this, the more money goes into it, and because there's only a finite amount of these chains, their value automatically goes up, right? I mean, I know it's simplifying it, but that's what I'm trying to do is simplify this.
those two coins that he talked about, I had money in both those. So they were good. I'd done research on them, and Burst and Digibyte. They were good coins. Anyway, but still, just because of what he did, they went up 100% in a day.
But the basic thing is, the reason it's going up so much is because more people are finding out about it, and it's people all over the world. And then so when financial advisors here in the United States go, it's, you're just throwing your money away, and maybe you are. So don't take what we have to say as
But I think
law.
I think there's so much to the blockchain technology.
Right.
I don't
There's
think
actual
it's
value
going
to
to
it.
matter. Yeah, there's actual value to it, and things that they do. Especially, there's one called Dent that's doing phone service and wanting to get phone service worldwide. I mean, there's all kinds of things that they're doing. If you get into each one of them and you look, it's more than just a form of payment. I mean, they actually cloud service.
So they actually
everything.
There's a service as well as a
Service.
currency.
They're trying to get in. I mean, it's going to.
That's pretty cool.
It's going to be into everything.
Yeah.
And so I don't see how they stopped that part of it.
Right.
The form of monetary payment, I could see how countries could try to pass laws to at least stop the initial coin offerings, have a SEC type entity to safeguard to where people don't get taken advantage of. Russia's saying they're going to pass a law by the end of the year. So,
well, there you have it. I don't know if that helped or just confused the out of you. I'm trying to get my brain around it, but I think it's important that we all know something about it, because it does seem like there is a push to do these global currencies, that it's not just because we don't like it or we don't understand it doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Right.
And so just like the internet, just like all the other technology that we have all around us, just because we want to go, stay in our little bubble doesn't mean the rest of it's not happening. So I don't know if that helped. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. I mean, I'm just looking into it every day. And
so
I can
leave
see
this
the
going now.
possibilities.
What the is Bitcoin?
I don't know what it is.
So thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Bye.